In this short video lesson, the key ideas of diffusion, osmosis and active transport will be covered. Think about what happens when some perfume is sprayed in the air. To begin with, only the person who sprayed it can smell it, but over time the smell spreads and will fill the room. This is an example of diffusion. A drop of dye placed in water will gradually dissolve and the particles will spread through the water until the whole volume has an even colour throughout. In living things, diffusion is essential for example, oxygen to enter cells and carbon dioxide to be removed. Osmosis is a special case of diffusion involving the movement of water across a selectively permeable membrane. Again, it is an essential process occurring across cell membranes in living things. It is important to remember that osmosis is the movement of water molecules, so refer to, for example, high water concentration. In exam answers, always write this clearly so as not to confuse the idea with diffusion of other substances. In this example, water molecules are moving in both directions across the membrane. However, the net water movement is to the right-hand side of the membrane in order to get to a point where the concentrations are equal. Remember that the prefix iso means equal. Hyper means too much, hypo too small. Diabetics may have hypers where their blood sugar is too high, or hypos where the converse is true. Manufacturers sometimes promote isotonic drinks. In plants, remember the cell wall retains the shape of the cell. If the cell takes in lots of water, as in the first picture, the extra water causes an increase in turgor pressure in the cell. This is important in plant support. In the third picture, that support is lost if the cell has lost water for any reason. It is a different situation in animal cells as they do not have a cell wall. The extra water in the first picture has caused the red blood cell to burst, whereas in picture 3, when the animal is dehydrated, the cells shrivel. This is why humans are able to regulate the amount of water in their body. Unlike diffusion and osmosis, active transport requires energy to occur, hence the name. Think of the analogy with cycling up or down a hill. To pedal uphill takes a lot of energy, whereas it is possible to not pedal at all to come downhill. Active transport is important for plants to get the minerals they require from the soil. However, the concentrations are much lower in the soil than in their root cells. Soils must be well drained so that there is always enough oxygen in the soil for respiration to occur in the root hair cells.